OpenAI's new Codex Computer Use gives ChatGPT a powerful way to control your MacBook. It can use your browser, it can access your files, and it can control your apps. In this video, I will show you how to set it up. I'll talk about some of the best use cases. I will show you an example, and then we'll talk about how it compares to Claude. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. Let's jump into this. Computer Use is a direct response to Claude's Cowork and Claude Computer Use, so if you've set that up before, this is going to look very familiar. We'll talk a little bit more about comparing the two later in the video. To actually go ahead and set this up, you're going to need to go to your Codex settings, and you're going to need to install the plugin. You can click Computer Use again to open up further settings, or go to the docs and read up on the tool. After you've actually installed the plugin, go into a new Codex session, click the little plus symbol at the bottom, select Plugins, and select Computer Use. Once you start a task, it will ask you for various permissions, including to access files like usual and control any applications you're opening, as well as access your screen recording so it can see what's on your screen. One bug that I found is sometimes the Computer Use doesn't pop up by default in the permissions, even though Codex tells you it does. In that case, what you need to do is find Computer Use in your Finder window. I'll put the link down below where the file path is usually by default, and then you need to drag Computer Use from the Finder into the permissions section, and that will allow you to toggle on Computer Use. Note that Codex does not work. Codex is a different permission, and you need to actually give permission to the Computer Use plugin. So what is the ideal use case here? A lot of what you can do with Computer Use can already be done with Codex, but Computer Use allows you to control your computer like a human. That means you can do certain things that don't require code anymore, and you can also access applications that are usually difficult because they don't have an API, or to access them you would need to trust tools on the internet made by someone else or create your own skills using code. A great example of this are things like Adobe products. Things like Photoshop, which we'll show you in a minute, can be used just like a human would use them if you use Computer Use by Codex. There are various other cases where you might want to look like it's a human controlling your computer. For example, if you're browsing certain social media sites or accessing certain websites that block automation, something like Computer Use can get around that, but beware of being banned from those sites if they catch you. And finally, you may just want to use Computer Use because it's easier than using Codex in some cases. Just like Cowork is kind of the level 2 out of 3 levels of Claude, I would put Codex Computer Use in the same category. It can also be useful if you just want Codex to see what is on your screen without having to take a screenshot and drop it into the window. You can just get it to look at your screen for you. As an example, I made Codex make a thumbnail in Photoshop. Here's the thumbnail that it made, and here's the thumbnail that my actual graphic designer made. What I did is I asked Codex to grab an image of me on my desktop, use ChatGPT's image generation to make a new background for the thumbnail, open up the ideal canvas size in Photoshop, put the background into Photoshop, and then put text on top that said Codex Computer Use and make that text pop so it makes a good thumbnail. In truth, this process was very slow and it needed me to intervene a few times. If I was going to do this in the future, what I would have it do is access a Dropbox folder I have full of headshots of me. I would get it to create the background image. I would get it to pick the text for the thumbnail and then throw it all in Photoshop for me to finish the job so that I can make it nicer. I can make small tweaks. I can make small edits, and then I can export the final thumbnail. In this way, you can do tasks that you normally would, for example, making thumbnails, and just save a lot of the footwork, but still give you control and still use your favorite applications to finish the process. What I will say, comparing this to Claude Cowork and Claude Computer Use has a much nicer UI UX, where you can see it kind of oranges out the screen and it tells you that Claude is using your computer, so it's very obvious what it's doing. Codex is a little less obvious, and because I found it even a bit slower than Claude, sometimes you're not sure if it's actually controlling your computer unless you open up the Codex screen and see that it is thinking. If you automate this to do tasks while you're doing something else, or if you do this to automatically run when you're done filming a video and prepare the thumbnail overnight while you're sleeping, that slowness really wouldn't matter as long as it does a good job. And so I can definitely see a good use case for this in terms of automating 80% of a lot of your regular activities and then allowing you to finish them. Otherwise, compared to Claude, I found the user experience pretty similar. Claude Cowork and Claude Computer Use gave me very similar results for the same tasks, but maybe with a few less bugs and a little bit faster, but that's probably because it's gone through several rounds of updates, whereas this is a brand new feature for Codex. Overall, I did find this useful, and I could definitely see it being integrated into some of my workflows, so I recommend if you have access to Codex, go and try this for yourself. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon with another video.